part 32. Matthew 13:13 is where we're going to start, and Jesus is going to teach about those that are his will know of him or know him. And then he's going to speak about the second parable, or teach us second parable. So, what it is, I wanted to say that this here, I left off that were granted to know me, and those who haven't been granted to know him. This is Jesus now stating the same thing again. I spake this parable because seeing me, they do not see me as I am. And that is our King in heaven, okay? You're seeing Jesus walking around as just a male, proclaiming these things and doing a lot of things, but they don't see him as their King in heaven yet. They don't understand what his life is going to be after he enters into heaven or ascends to heaven. Well, hearing me, they do not hear or understand me as I will be. See, this is needed, not that they don't understand him, because I understand what these parables are saying. That's why I just described in the last video about the needle, the camel passing through the eye of the needle. Well, this also needs to be here that, like I said, me as I am and me as I will be. Meaning there's people that did not see him as the king, or understand, nor did they hear or understand me as I will be. So this goes to the point of who's granted and who's not granted to know Jesus, because those that are granted were sent from our Father to Jesus. Once you believe our Creator is a being who created everything, and you search out knowledge from the text on the Hebrew side, then it's kind of like you'll hear him speak of many things about Jesus, or the Son of David will come, and there'll be a king in heaven forever, and this will give you the reasons why there's a place for those who believe our Creator exists. You will be living with him forever, and he will send you to Jesus to know your King and why you enter into heaven. There, just as his prophecy through Isaiah, not of Isaiah, but through Isaiah. This is just double speaking of words, don't need it. They will hear him, but they will not understand him. They will keep hearing him. Not everybody will keep hearing Jesus in the crowd. They will stop and go away. So it's not, so the text would have to be, our Creator would know this. They will hear him, but they will not understand him. Because when you understand the prophecy or the parable of the seeds falling in different places, that will become the understanding of why this text needs to be written this way. They will see him, but they will not perceive him. Perceive. Let's see, to make that word for, I want to see if I can change that word to mean something. 12-year-old would come across a person with your word. And we'll put you, I got to remember to bring you back. Last time it didn't happen. Word recognized. Yeah, I think the word recognized would be better out of all those that I see right there. Witnessed. Yeah, I'm gonna put here. Um, whoops, I'm over here. I will not recognize it. Whoops, forgot the R. Okay. For the knowledge of his people have become dull. Not has become, but they have become dull. Now their ears hardly hear him. Not scarcely. What is scarcely here? Boy, having a hard time finding the word scarcely there. It was only used as scarcely twice, so that's no big help. Their ears hardly hear him, meaning they're hearing, but they're not really paying attention. Um, they have closed their eyes and should not see him with their eyes and their head. I should heal them. This is not needed. This is really, um, we don't have that in the Hebrew side. But we're talking about the prophecy of Jesus. Um, and they have not closed their eyes because you need to hear, so it's have to be closed their heart. At least they should believe with their eyes and hear them with their ears and understand with their heart and return to me. That's interesting that when I say it that way, they have closed their hearts. They have closed hearts. Yeah, it would have to be like that. Let me see if I can edit this and keep this text. They have closed their hearts. Yeah. Or they, oops, Gotta be doing a little of this as well. Are they have closed their hearts, or they would say him with their eyes and hear him with their ears and and return to me. He is not healing them. He is inviting them to heaven. So, okay, now let me see. I need to add that down here. Get rid of this. Oh, that's and that's. They have closed their hearts, or closed their hearts. They have closed their hearts, or they would see him with their eyes and hear him with their ears and return to me. Yes. Ta-da. Better, better, better all the time. Blessed are your eyes, because blessed are they because they see and hear me. Now, this would be Jesus speaking of his who will know him. Just, speaking the reverse of what this is. Speaking the reverse of what this is. Or no, of what this is. Or not reverse, the other side. Those who see him. Truly I say, many prophets and righteous people, not just men, people, desire to see me. Desire to see me. Whom Jesus has called himself a what? Let's see here. What you see? Yeah, Jesus has called himself a what here? Okay. And an it. So there. Jesus even calls himself a what and an it, not a, and a something greater. Or no, he wasn't speaking of him. He was talking about something else, which we don't know what Jesus or what that is, because that doesn't even belong in the text. Anyways, whom they see as me, needed to add that and get rid of the you, but everybody in the crowd but they did not see me, and Jesus called himself an it here. Um, they hear me, but they did not hear me. Now, this is not really speaking an opposite then. Blessed are they because they see and hear me. Truly, this would have to be blessed are mine. Oops, my old one. Blessed are mine because they see and hear me. Truly I say, many prophets and righteous people desire to see me. Whom they see is me. But I'm going to have to add, but whom they see is me. Oh, I guess the word. Whom they see is me, but they did not see me. Whom they see is me. I'm trying to say, how can that be corrected to say the ones that don't believe in Jesus are the ones that are looking or see Jesus? Unbelievers see me. Yeah, well, I think that's gonna be, unbelievers see me, but they do not see me. They can, can hear. They can hear me, but they did not hear me. Okay. Yeah, this here do needs to be changed on here to here. And then this did. Okay. Think as many times as I've gone over this text before doing it for you here live. I can't believe I was that far off on so many of these. But I guess that's what our Creator is doing right here, letting you know how my thinking goes. Is what, for the record, you can see or hear my what I'm trying to explain to you is what I know is the truth. And he's correcting me right here, giving me them thoughts, and was correct the text. Now here's where he's going to start speaking the other parable, because see, this is part of that text that I'm saying goes someplace else, because he was speaking in a parable, and then all of a sudden he's speaking in another parable, and it wouldn't be just to his disciples here, because the conversation, let me see if I go back here a little bit. Then a disciple asked him, and he wouldn't have interrupted and to explain them there, because the object is that would have been a private conversation, then Jesus would have just continued, hear this parable. And it would be, and it's my parable is, I am a sower. I am the sower. Okay, Jesus is going to now explain the parable to them. So this would, yes, this, I guess this would be keeping with what Jesus is telling the disciples off to the side. So that was wrong stating this is what he would continue. I know that, anyways, my parable is, I am the sower. So he's going to explain what his parable is to his disciples to let us know how to figure out other parables. Anyone hearing my words or my kingdom, then does not understand them, are like, they aren't wicked, they're not evil, they're wicked. Like wicked coming to, when hearing my words for our king and do not understand them, are like the wicked coming to them and deceiving their heart. Okay, are like the wicked coming to them, because it was snatches. You can't snatch that out of them, but they got to kind of deceive them by telling them that that is not Jesus and who he is. He's not going to be your kingdom in heaven, because there's no heaven, there's no earth, there's no creator. This type of deceiving. And yeah, this is not needed. Deceives their heart. Those are my seeds. Those are my seeds that fell on the road. Now, the problem here is that I'm remembering the text is forgotten the part where it was the rocky first, I believe. Let's go back here and take a look. Okay, fell on the road. Okay, excuse me. I can't remember that well today. Well, maybe I'm getting old. um, anyone hearing my words, the kingdom, and does not understand them, are are the are like the wicked coming to them and deceiving their heart. Those are my seeds. Those are my, because the words are his seeds here. Those are my Word seeds. Word, whoop, word seeds that fell on the ground or fell on the road. Those are my word seeds that fell on the road. Yeah, I'm going to keep that as in the text. I like that right now. I might have to do a lot of correcting of a lot of text when it's going forward. He's going to be talking about the seeds a lot here. My word seeds that fell on the rocky place. Yeah, I'm going to have to put. Let me just go through here and I just spotted that and I know I'm going to change that. And I won't correct all that. Okay. Yes, I left off right here. And my word seeds that fell on rocky. I use ground, I believe. Make sure. Sorry about that. I just know that I changed that word as well. I didn't correct it here, so it's in this group. Now, I'm pretty sure we see. Oh, not seeing that I did that. Yeah, I did. Rocky land and then ground. Okay. These need to be changed to land and ground. Okay. My word seeds that fell on rocky land are who hears my words, not this, that a male or don't need these words, because who hears my words, not just one word, but words, more than one, receives them with joy. And then here, having no rooting, no way to grow in the, having no root. They all have a root when they start. So rooting, I mean, is spreading out to make sure the root is um, I'm just realizing that this is saying that his will hear it, even though that they're on the rocky ground and will receive them with joy. And yet those that do not think about those words will have no rooting or growth. Those spots won't have growth to them. They fall away from me. They will fall away from me. Well, I can add that later. But only our temporary affliction, persecution raises because of the word. This is, you can tell sometimes that text is just blatantly added to the story here when Jesus is talking, because rooting himself, then it comes up, only are temporary when affliction and persecution arises. Because with the word, anyways, not need, text just not needed. Word seeds that fell on the thorns, not this, but those. They don't worry, but they're concerned for their worldly possessions, worldly deceptions, not of their riches. I mean, I know rich people, they have play the game of what they can afford and show off with what they have. Not all of them, but I'm just saying. So it's not really deceitfulness of riches, but it's the deception, worldly deceptions, the secular deceptions that are out there of how you're supposed to live. So they choke off my words, okay, and become unfruitful. I don't need these words here. It's just saying they choke off my words. My word seeds that fell on good soil or good land. These are who hear my words and understand them, who indeed, well, they'll need it. Then they produce my crop. They don't bear fruit, bears fruit. They're producing his crop or sowing more of his seeds to others. They become sowers of his word. And some many and some few, not this some 100-fold or 60-fold. So that's pretty much, I don't think I need to, I don't need to think I need to go over that, changing of that anymore, but okay, that means come to the end of the text here. Let me see. I'll look for that afterwards. I think I got to add these to this text here. So I can do that now, and you can turn the video off, and it's all done with. So, yep, needed to add it. That way it's in order. Okay. And on to the next one. And we're going to start here. He presented another problem. Finally, I'm back to where, like I was trying to say, the words are out of place. And I'll go over that again.